Okay, boys and girls, here we go. Now, I've taken the bracket off, taken the pulley off, I've taken that off just by basically removing the nut. Now, there is a keyway on there, so that may have to come off before I can pull the shaft out. It's okay, get a big ass screwdriver on this. Now, yeah, I'll confess I did crack these earlier. That's because I'm a cracker. Hey, cracker. Ooh. Yeah, they're gungy, huh? They're going to be cleaned up. Man, oh man, are they dirty. Alright. Now, ooh, oh, look at that. Oh, here we go. Oh, I just heard the bushes clicking. So, alright. Now that commutator, which is this piece here, by the way, in case you didn't know, this is called a commutator. So I'm going to clean that up. It's not terribly worn, and I will polish it. Not sure about the bearings there. Maybe I can just take them apart and grease them up. I'll clean all this up before I do anything else with it. I'll give this a damn good clean inside. Actually, those brushes, I don't know if you can see them, they don't look bad. As in, they're not worn out. I didn't expect that to go that far. Yeah, those brushes are good. So that just needs a damn good clean up. So we got that to clean, we got that to clean, we got in here to clean. My God, look at it. Wow. Alright, so the next part is going to be clean this all up and then reassemble it. I won't show you how to clean things. I'm sure you can do that yourself without my help. And that obviously has to be cleaned. Bush looks good. This is going to be blasted and powder coated. That's going to be blasted and powder coated. That's going to be blasted and powder coated. That's going to be cleaned. Not sure if I will powder coat it. There's a lot of components on there that I may not want to mess with, so I might just clean that up and give it a quick clear coat lacquer, and probably the same on this end. Clean this up and then give it a nice clear coat lacquer. That other unit that I have that I'm going to put out onto eBay, I've seen refurbished ones out there for over $1,000. That is fucking crazy in my book. Someone's got delusions of grandeur. That other one, I'm probably going to put it out there for like, I don't know, 150. Does that seem fair? Seems fair to me. 150 bucks. I believe it's in working order. I can't swear to that, but I do believe it's in working order. But I would still recommend you do what I'm going to do here. Take it apart, give it a damn good clean. There's not much to go wrong. The worst you can have to do is replace some brushes. Maybe a bearing if you're really unlucky. But that one span, and it didn't spun didn't seem that bad. That's up to you guys. You may not even be in the least bit interested in that. I'm just waffling. Alright, let me get on with cleaning this, and I'll show you the reassembly in the next video. Okay, I'm heating up my sonic cleaner, and I'm going to put this in there. As you can see, it's really gungy in there. At least I hope you can see. So it'll be interesting to see how clean that gets. I'll probably put these pieces in there as well, won't do them any harm. Then they will be sandblasted. Then I will take the rest of this apart, probably. The only trouble with doing that is that the piece here, that's riveted to the casing, and I'm really reluctant to drill that out. So I may have to paint this rather than powder coat it because of the plastic here and the paper in there. I don't really want to bake it in my oven. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to clean it and then paint it with Por 15. These I will powder coat. They won't come to any harm. That, unfortunately, I will have to paint, purely because of my reluctance to drill that out and re-rivet it. But we'll see. I mean, I can get the main pieces out by undoing these screws with my impact, but I don't know. What do you think? Por 15 will be okay. That's what I've done the block with. I did that with Por 15. That looks black and shiny. So I think Por 15 is the way to go. It's clean-up time. Just cleaning up the insides here with some gasoline. I know it's not meant to be a cleaner, but it is extremely good at cleaning. I won't say I recommend this because then I'd probably get sued, but it works. Then we've got to clean this up a little more. And in here, it's been cleaned, and as you can see, the paper is broken up on this, I guess you call it a coil. My only concern is that that is a problem. I don't know if it is or not. If any of you electronics people out there, or people that know these vehicles, could tell me, do I need to worry about the fact that I don't know what it is, a wax cloth has come off, if that's a problem or something I should worry about? I don't believe it is, but I don't know. I'm no expert on these things. I was just going to clean it up and put it all back together. So if you know, let me know. I'm going to take this apart in a moment. Whoopsie, don't you dare do that. Just want to see how this is going to clean up. It's not coming up too bad, and then I'll definitely give it a polish. Well, it's got a little bit of wear on it, but I don't think that is anything to worry about. What I'll do is I'll get something and clean in here, because you must have that gap. I do know that. There must be that gap there, so I'll get, I don't know, maybe a little needle or something, maybe a needle file. Maybe a little file in there. Clean that up. Alright, let's take this apart. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just a matter of pulling the spring off. Ooh, there's a bit of tension on that. And then undoing this screw, and then I can clean all this area up. Do the same on the other side. I want to make sure I keep the brushes in the same place and the same way round. So I will mark them so that happens. And the reason for that is obviously because it's bedded into the commutator. So I've got a little engraver. I'll just put an X on one, and we'll take it from there. Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to see this clearly enough, and if not, I guess I'll re-record it. This is just to prove the generator wiring is okay and that the generator goes around. I cannot guarantee it will produce enough voltage, but I can't believe it won't. I have rigged up the test as you do, and then what I am doing here, using my snap-on power pack, touch this terminal here. Whoops. There she goes, and you can see that generator is spinning. That means all the windings are okay, and it functions. There she goes, like a good one, spinning round. The brushes are okay, all the circuitry there is okay. The only thing I can't test is the output, but I see no reason it shouldn't be working. Okay, there you go. Woo! Hang on, let's do that again. Alright, one thing I am going to do before I go too far is I need to polarize the generator. I'm going to be converting my Jaguar to negative ground. I want to do this because I'd like to put a half decent stereo system in there with a CD player, and of course they're all negative ground. On the generator there are two terminals, this one which I believe is D and this one which is F. I have my little snap-on thing again. I have my negative connection to the block, and what you need to do is you need to flash the generator a couple of times. Do not leave it on there, just flash it a couple of times, then that should be done. So here goes. That's it, done. Nothing more complicated than that. Let me just turn my thing off so that I don't cause myself a problem. And that is it. I have now polarized that to negative ground. Obviously there are other things on the vehicle that I will have to do. The clock, the pump, the radio, the ammeter. Not sure about the horns. I think they'll work in either direction. I think that's probably about it. So let me just get you closer in. This is the terminal. It's the little terminal, not the big one. And this one, there's a D there right next to it, but I believe, and I'm happy to be corrected, that D refers to this terminal because here there is an F. And that, hopefully you can see, that refers to the small terminal. Alright, and that is the one you need to just flash. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I ever mentioned it. See, there's this little, oil hole here. You should put some oil in there before you mount it because it's easier. Then you can just stand it on its end and just put a few drops of oil in there. That helps lubricate that shaft. Now we are finished with the generator. Okay, I said now you're done. I just wanted to do a very small addendum. Look up and make sure that you change everything that needs to be changed. I believe the voltage regulator will need some work. Possibly the wiper motor, possibly the blower motor. I mentioned the fuel pump. The tachometer may need to be dealt with. So, you know, oh, and the coil, of course. So don't forget these things. I'm not saying the list that I've just given you is definitive. It's certainly things that have to be considered and checked. And you may also want to get onto one site that I use a lot, which is called Saloon Lovers. Get on the forums there and do a search in the forums, and you will find lots of useful information on how to do it. And I would suggest you join this forum. It's great. It covers all Jaguars. It's called Saloon Lovers, but it covers all Jaguars. And obviously I'm particularly interested in the Mark II and the XK8. Give it a shot, guys. It's really worthwhile. Oh, and please like and subscribe to my channel. And hit that ding dong bell, and it'll notify you when I've created more crap.